Okay guys, I'm going to show you guys how I season my turkey wings. That was some minced garlic, fresh minced garlic that I just put in there. And I already have some thyme in there. Okay. And here I have chopped up some green bell pepper, red bell pepper. Here, right here, we have some freshly chopped sage. That's fresh sage, and I have scotch bonnet and some onions. This is like 2 medium onions cut up. Okay, so we're gonna put everything over in the bowl. Okay. And the seasonings I'm going to use on this, are the basic seasonings. I'm going to use some flavoring. Okay, in my turkey wing, I'm going to use some seasoning salt. Okay. I'm going to put some black pepper, and you season it to your liking. I don't measure. Okay, if I had to measure, I would say it's maybe some of it is like a tablespoon, some is like a teaspoon of seasoning. That's my garlic salt, and I don't add no extra salt because my seasonings, at least 2 of them already have salt in it. Of course, I have my paprika. Okay, and I have my onion powder. And then I have my garlic powder. Okay. All right. And then I also have some browning. I'm going to add a little bit of browning to it. You don't want to add too much browning because you'll be searing this off. I'll be searing this off in the morning, and you don't want your meat to be too dark. Okay, so that might have been like a teaspoon and a half or 2 teaspoons of browning, if that much. It might have been just a teaspoon of browning. So that's all you're gonna need on this for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some gloves on. I'm gonna mix everything together, make sure everything is well combined, and then I'm gonna cover this up, and it's gonna go in my fridge overnight. If you can season your meat overnight and put it in your fridge, or even a day in advance and put it in your fridge, the longer it marinates, the better your meat will taste. So this will go in the fridge overnight. Okay, it's just after 9 o'clock at night, and this is gonna go in the fridge. Tomorrow I'll take it out at least a couple hours before I'm ready to sear it off, but I want to take it out 2 hours before so it can get to room temperature. If your meat is at room temperature before you cook it, it cooks a little faster. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, we're back, and I've combined all my seasoning in my turkey wings. These are the turkey wings that I purchased from Publix, and I cut them in 3 pieces. So you have the flat, the little end, and then you have the drum part of the wings. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this up. Everything's well combined. I'm gonna cover it up. It looks really good. It smells amazing. I'm gonna cover it up and put it in the fridge. And like I said, tomorrow I'll be searing it off. Okay. Okay guys, we're back, and what we're gonna do is sear off our turkey wings that I seasoned last night. Okay, and I took these out the fridge about maybe an hour and a half ago, and I had the bowl sitting at room temperature because I want my meat to cook fast. Okay, I don't want to put any cold meat in the pot. Okay, so I have a pot over here with a little bit of oil. You can use whatever oil you like. I'm using vegetable oil, and you can use olive oil, and I'm not breading these turkey wings. Okay, I'm just gonna put them in there just to get a little color on them. Okay, I'll be making the gravy later that I'll be cooking these in, so you'll see how I make my gravy from scratch. And we'll be using vegetable stock or vegetable broth, or you can use chicken broth, chicken stock. I'm not sure which one I have, but you'll see what I have, and what I have is what I'll be using. So I'm putting the turkey in the pot, turkey wings in the pot. And again, this is just to get a little color on them. They'll be finished off. I'll be finishing them up in the oven. They'll be in the oven for maybe, knowing these turkey, they're small turkey, so they look like they're young turkey. So it should take probably about an hour and 20 minutes, hour 15 minutes. I know more than that, for them to cook in the oven. Okay, but let me finish browning these off, my turkey wings off, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like when I'm finished browning it off, and also be showing you how I make my gravy. Okay. Okay guys, we're back, and I've seared off all my turkey pieces, my turkey wings. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my gravy. Okay, so the pot I seared it in, this is the vegetable right here that I seasoned the. There's a piece of turkey in here. This is the vegetable here that I seasoned the turkey in. Okay, so at this point I can go ahead and turn my stove up, because I'm about to make my gravy. Okay, and the gravy is going to be what this will be cooked in. Okay, to make this gravy, I have 2 pieces of fresh sage. I'm going to go ahead and put in it. Remember, we seasoned it with chopped sage also when we seasoned our meat last night. Okay, and I'm just pouring a little bit of unsalted chicken stock into this bowl to rinse it out. I'm going to pour that in. Okay, and then we don't want to use water. Okay, we want to use some form of stock or vegetable, and I'll suggest that you use salt-free stock or salt-free broth. Okay, any kind you like. Just try to make sure it's salt-free. That way you have the flavor and not all that salt. Because remember, when we seasoned our meat. When we seasoned our meat, we seasoned it with all that seasoning that had salt in it. So you don't want your turkey to be salty. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this to a broil. Okay, and then in this cup here, what I did was I put about a tablespoon of cornstarch, and I also put some gravy master to get it this color. You can use any kind of browning you like. I have a different kind of browning, but this, when I opened the cabinet, this was the first one I saw, so I grabbed it. Okay, and then I mixed it with vegetable broth. I didn't put any water. I'm not going to be putting any water in this. I'll be using chicken stock and vegetable broth. Okay, so at this point, what I like to do is I like to put a little bit of cinnamon in my turkey, okay? And you're not putting a whole lot of cinnamon, okay? So maybe like a half, maybe like a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon. You're just putting enough to give it just a hint of the holiday. And when I cook my turkey wings or my turkey neck, that's what I do. My secret ingredient, y'all, is a little bit of cinnamon. So this is like maybe a teaspoon or half a teaspoon. It's just a little bit on the end, okay? And I'm gonna sprinkle that in there. You see it's boiling already, okay? Now, if you want to add a little more, you just wait. You can taste it as you go to see if you'll need more cinnamon, okay? So our gravy base is already boiling. It has all the vegetables in it that I seasoned the meat in. So at this point, okay, I'm gonna start drizzling my cornstarch mixture in my gravy, and as I drizzle, I'm mixing, okay? And this is gonna, what this is gonna do is start to thicken up your gravy. You see that? The gravy's nice and thick, okay? But we not done yet, because we gonna need more water than this to cook our turkey. So I'm pouring in some vegetable broth, okay? Any one of your liking. This vegetable broth that I'm pouring in, okay, low sodium. You can buy the no sodium, low sodium, but I'll suggest not to buy regular, because if you season your meat well enough, it can make it too salty, okay? So I just tasted it, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour more of that in there. And when I tasted that what that told me was that it could use a little more cinnamon. I could barely taste the cinnamon. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sprinkle another teaspoon in there, or half a teaspoon. And I can put that away now, because I know I won't be needing that cinnamon no more, okay? If you don't have fresh sage, you could use dry sage, okay? To drive that holiday flavor home. Okay. I'm going to go on and add a little more. Remember, when we cook this in the oven, it's going to thicken up anyway. So if your gravy isn't too thick, you see that? If it's not too thick, don't worry about it. Once you put it in and it cook all the way down, it's going to thicken up more. So now, at this point, I'm going to turn that off. Okay, and I have my pan right here with my my turkey. Okay, so I turned off the burner, and at this point I'm gonna get the pot. Okay, you see that gravy, guys? I'm just gonna pour this on it. Okay, I doubled up the pan because these pans are pretty thin, and I don't want the pan to bend on me when I'm handling the pan, getting it in and out of the oven. Okay, there's a lot of gravy on here, y'all. You see that gravy? I mean, it's filled to the tippy top. Okay, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this with some foil paper, and I'm gonna put it in the oven. Okay, and I'm gonna cook it for about an hour, and I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna check on it. Okay, and then I might need to cook it again for another 30 minutes, depending on how hard this turkey is. Okay, so I'll be back, guys, to show y'all the finished product. Okay, guys, we're back, and our turkey wings is done. Okay, so this is our turkey wings. It's a good thing I put pan underneath this pan, and I put some foil paper in the other pan before I put it down, because let me tell you, this thing was so full it boiled right over. But it nevertheless, it came out really good. Our turkey's nice and brown. The gravy is nice and thick. Okay, nice and thick gravy. Okay, I don't want to mess with it too much because it's falling off the bone. Okay, but that's how I do my turkey wings. Okay, I sear them off. This is a good recipe also to do in your slow cooker. Okay, if you can, sear it off and put everything in your slow cooker and go to work, or if you have one of those slow cooker that you can put on a delay start and for it to start a certain time, this will be delicious when you come home. Dinner is ready.